Oh.
Who did this? Joe Burrow?
You're going to have to forgive me, but Chad has been a big part of the Nightwave universe lately. Chad, who has been basically now what we could call criminal stalking me. He's now criminally stalking me. Texas law. Eliminate. I can't say it, but it's reached, a pretty crazy point. And if you watch last night's Nightwave, I made it pretty clear that I strongly discourage people bringing shit to my house, coming to my house, bringing any of this internet shit to my house. If you have never been invited personally to come to my house, I strongly suggest you don't come to my house. Chad came to my house. Chad doxed my house on his channel. Chad gave me an opportunity from day one to nuke his channel, Thanos, if I want to. Didn't do it. Chad felt emboldened. He was going to come to my house a second time. He chickened out because I did tell him, look, I will have you criminally trespassed. Like, that's going to be the reality of it. Then Chad went on MLC last night and drunkenly said, everyone should go to Mersh's house. Which is now one of those things that if you go to a police station and you file a report, it's now a pattern of behavior. It's now criminal stalking. It's not a thing that you need to even look up your local state laws regarding it, because it's now so fucking flagrant. It's so brazen that I technically basically have Chad by the fucking dick, and I could rip it off if I want to. Now, I'm still not going to, but I could. But now it's getting to a point where I might have to consider discussing this with police, because as you know, last night I gave Chad an out. I said, just apologize for this bullshit and disavow the statement you made encouraging others to show up to my home to harass me. That's all. Well, he decided to not only not do that, but he doubled and tripled down.
Mersh is the last guy to the pylon. He's the guy who wants to jump on. He was on.
Chad still thinks that, like, I started with him. I didn't start with you, Chad. You melted down and showed up to my house. I barely even cover you, Chad. Melton covers you way more than I do. There's other people who cover you way more than I do, Chad. I barely talk about you. You're just embarrassed because I showed up on MLC and I made you my bitch. I made you my bitch in front of your daddy. That's all it is. Notice Chad never really started escalating the shit with me until I popped up on MLC. When I popped up on MLC and he pretended to be muted and nobody bought it and everybody started making fun of him, and even Kevin had to look at him and go, yeah, that was pretty pathetic, Chad. I smacked you in your bitch mouth in front of your daddy. And this is like, I really truly am convinced that everything Chad is doing and has done since then has been to try to win back his daddy's love. I think Chad legit wants to win his daddy's love back. I think that, you know what I mean? His dad came to pick him up from school one day. I walked up to Chad, smacked him in his fucking bitch mouth, like the bitch he is, because Chad is made a bitch. And I smelled the bitch on Chad, and I smacked him right in his fucking mouth, and I took his milk money right in front of his dad. But his dad didn't want to beat me up because his dad wants his son to learn a valuable life lesson. So instead of dad beating me up, the dad sat back and said, well, fight him back. And this whole arc, this entire arc, Chad's fake girlfriend, Chad showing up to my house, Chad doing this fake guy routine, it's all to impress his daddy. You're going to end up going to jail trying to get Kevin Brennan to love you. And that is some sick shit. That's fucking sick, dude. And not in the cool way, like, that's sick. I mean, that's fucking sick. You're going to go to prison trying to impress your fucking internet daddy.
if he doesn't get an apology from me, he's going to go into legal action, because that's what these pussies do.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to go.
They're all going into legal action. Restraining orders, melt and file the police report on me.
Yeah, except you show up to people's houses, and now you're telling other people to show up to my house. You're now doing literally illegal things. And yeah, this whole thing that like, using the court system is so lame. No. I'm 42, bro. I'm going to be 43 in a couple months. Guess what? Snitch jacket is activated. I pay my taxes. I made it to the middle class. Finally. I don't play these fucking games. I'm white and middle class. We're not having a fucking shootout in the streets. I'm not gangsta wild with it. I'm not going to go out and fucking throw hands with people at 42. All right? Literally, I can barely, I tried to fuck on the couch the other night. I was fucked up for a day and a half. I can't even fuck on unique furniture anymore, dog. You think I'm coming out and fighting you in the streets, dude? Ain't happening. You show up to my house, I'm calling the fucking police. You show up again, we're getting fucking, stalking injunctions. Whatever it takes, dog. We're done here. I think Chad is mistaking me here. I don't want money. Chad doesn't have any money. I make more money than Chad. I'm going to go to the police, and I'm going to start a series of reports and records, because if you continue to engage in this behavior, you're going to go to fucking jail. And your little buddy Pod Awful, who gave you my address, who's been fucking with me for years. There's a lot of intent. There's a lot of intent to harass right now going on. Yeah, we're going to start keeping records. And anybody that wants to go, Mersh is gay, he's going to the police, what is scary? Yup. Mersh is going to the police now, nigga. I'm sick of this shit. It's gay. It's retarded. If any of you could just make more money than me, get more viewers than me, and make fun of me as good as I make fun of you people, you wouldn't resort to these tactics. But now it's getting to an illegal point. So, I'm fucking at it. It's retarded. Stop coming to my house, because somebody's going to go to jail or somebody's going to get fucked. No, I don't call the police. This is one of those things where I have to go into the station. It's actually going to take a few days, because I have to find all the clips, and I have to make notes so that when I go in there, I'm all organized and that they know the dates and the times and the who did it and who did what to who. It's going to take a little while, Chad, so don't get too comfortable. But it's not something that oh no, I got to call them and they come to my house and I scream. No, I'm going to have to go there and go, hey, I need to file a report against this guy because he's a crazy person with a very long criminal record who's now stalking me.
Would love to go to court with you, Mersh, for this, because I told people to go to your house.
Yes, that's
I want them
extremely illegal. Chad, that's federally illegal. You went to my house the other day. You filmed the cross street of the house that, again, I live on a three-way stop. Well, not a three-way stop, like a road with three-way with one stop. The cross street is across from my driveway. So you stood directly across from my home, filmed and read both cross streets out loud, and then was I didn't actually dox him though. So you doxed me on your stream. Then later on, you encouraged everyone to go to my house. What you have just done is called elements of the crime. You fucking moron. Those are two major elements for incitement. That's insane what you've done. And all I said last night was just apologize and disavow what you said. But you're not going to do it, are you? You can't fucking help yourself. So this whole lawsuit thing and this whole this or that or whatever, it's not about that. This is about now I have to go to the police and go, this dude's trying to get me murdered.
Please let the cops know I want everyone to go to Mersh's house. Everyone.
Double down.
I want a line down the block. I want it to look like Field of Dreams.
You are probably the dumbest fucking person you might. Yeah, Zach Frisbee is saying this is recklessly felonious. Like this is like, I don't even know how to explain. Like, this isn't even at this point. Nobody can go, come on, Mersh, you're sort of stretching it a little bit. How is this criminal? This is flagrantly criminal. This is brazenly criminal. Chad, if somebody shows up tonight and rapes me and fucks my asshole at gunpoint, it's literally, I can sue you for that. Anybody shows up and kills me, anybody shows up and does anything to me, Chad, you're on the hook now. You're on the hook. I'll fucking make Kevin be on the hook for that shit, for allowing that shit to go out on his show. I'll sue all you people into oblivion. Everyone will go to prison. You see what's going on here. This isn't me. Like, I think you guys have seen, anybody who's been a fan of Nightwave as long as you have, I think people have seen, I have put up with pretty much a level of harassment for 7 years that is basically criminal. But I will put up with a certain level of harassment, even to the point of it being criminal and like harassment. You know, oh, we're going to send shit to his house. It's fine. I'll get somebody to get rid of it. But like, this is now, I want everyone to go do shit to this kid. Like, this is fucking the craziest thing anyone's ever said or done towards me. If I were to show the video of him showing up to my house, doxing my address, followed by the video of MLC of him saying, everyone go out to Mersh's house, and then show this video of him doubling and tripling down and even adding more to it, he'd be done. He would be fucking finito. I'm going to the Polk County Sheriff's office, and I'm going to give them all of the evidence that I need. And yes, Chad, I do believe that things are going to get kind of difficult for you. Do I think you're going to prison? No. Do I think you're going? No. But I do think we're going to add more to your legal fees and more to your fucking, you're going to have to get bailed out, and you're going to have to get back on probation, and you're going to have to go through the system again. Yes, Chad, I am going to exercise every legal option now to fuck you up. Because you crossed the line. I expressed to you at the time that line had been crossed. You continued to cross the line. So now, yes, I'm going to fuck you up. Mudsharks Unite, which is a great name, very unbiased name. What crime did Chad commit? When you dox somebody with the intent for other people to do them harm, which is very hard to prove all those elements of a crime, that is a state and federal crime. It's a federal crime, but it's also a state crime in Florida. What Chad did was provide all... Chad didn't just dox me. Actually, when Chad came to my house the other day and doxed me, he hadn't really committed a crime yet. He just was being a little stinker. But when he went on MLC and said, I want everyone to go to Mersh's house... And then when I asked him to apologize, and he again tripled down and said, I want lines of cars and people down the block, everyone go to Mersh's house. It's called incitement. It's called incitement. And again, a crime isn't, this is why people go, you committed a crime when you yelled outside my house. I never said that. I'm not Vito. I laughed at Chad. I laughed at him. I woke up and I went, that's hilarious. And I went on about my day. Nobody was worried about Chad on day one when he showed up and left. Nobody cared. When he said he was coming a second time, I made it clear, you're not invited to my house. If you show up again and you're shouting, I'm going to call the police. You will be criminally trespassed. I'm an adult. Stop showing up to my fucking house. Then it became, when we went on MLC, then he went, I want everyone to go to Mersh's house. Now I have 3 clips. I go to the sheriff's department right now. Chad's getting arrested. You just provided me with what they call the elements of the crime. It's he showed up to your house and he filmed your cross street. But when the police came and they told him to leave, he left? Yes. Okay. But then he showed up a second time. Did he show up? Well, he didn't show up, but he said he was going to show up. It's not enough to go on. Okay, but what if I went on a podcast and he was on it and then he said publicly to hundreds of people, if not 1,000 people, I want everyone to go to his house now. And remember in the first video, he filmed my cross street and where I lived. That's when fucking they go. That's when a DA goes, ooh, I like to have open and shut cases I automatically win. I could call the police right now.
Do it. I
could literally have this moron arrested. It's like,
arrest me.
This'll play well too. This will play well too. Hey Chad, when I put up when I cut up all the stuff for the police, I'll make sure to include that. They love that. They love when you dare them. They love when you commit crimes and then go on social media. You know what's funny is like I don't actually hate Chad. Like I like picking on Chad. I've never, like, you guys know me. Anyone who's been a fan or a listener of this show for long enough knows me well enough to know that, like, I don't, even my so-called enemies and the people I feud with or whatever, like, to me, it's all kayfabe, man. I just want to make money and have fun and we all goof on each other, whatever, right? I don't want to actually hurt any of these people. Chad is playing this goofy ass game, not realizing that what he's doing is like, that's sending a fucking crate. Like, you guys have known me for how many years now? How many times have I like made it very clear? Don't you ever fuck with people in real life with my name attached to it. Do not do anything like that on my behalf. Do not ever think you're representing me if you go and fucking like mess with somebody. I mean, it's one thing if they're at a gig and you troll them. If they're doing a stand-up gig and you wear like a fucking t-shirt that they're gonna recognize, like the Red Bar shit. You know, you go to like a Sam Tripoli show and wear a Red Bar shirt and ask for a photo op, or when they were trying to measure with Dave Landau. That's funny shit. At a gig, it's whatever. There's people out there that my audience knows, like, oh yeah, fucking, you know, hey Mersh, I could fucking, you know, I could stalk this dude on the internet that hates you. I'd go, no, don't do that. Stop. We win here. This is where we win. We win by simply surviving, by simply thriving, by growing, by making money, by keeping the brand alive, by growing our fucking community and shit. That's how we win. We don't fuck with people's wives and their parents and their kids and their fucking houses and their mail. We don't do that shit. That's fucking psycho behavior. Chad's leaning into this way too hard. And it's becoming a fucking problem legally that I now have to deal with. And again, people are going to, for years, they're going to say now, Mersh is a bitch. He runs to the cops. But you know what? If that's the message that needs to be sent, then so be it. Then fine. Guess what? As of now, Mersh is a bitch and he will go to the cops. I'm literally going to probably end up going to the police. This is going to be great. It's going to be really funny getting Chad Zumock arrested. And yeah, I want everybody to know it. Mersh is a pussy. Mersh runs to the cops. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I am. Yeah, that's what fat old white people do. We run to the cops. And also, again, Chad, forget about the cops for a second. Again, I could go to your YouTube channel and go, Thanos. There's also that. You keep forgetting about go to the police. Who even cares? I could go to your Patreon, World War Z. I could go to your fucking YouTube. I could literally take everything from you right now based on terms of service. It's insane how much you want to dig in for this. We're on two very diametrically opposed I want everyone on the internet to leave people's real lives alone, and you want everyone on the internet to fuck with everybody's real lives. You and I are literally, this is a culture war issue. And I'm very much on the right side of things. And I think people will support me over you. And if I have to fundraise, do whatever I have to do to make sure that you are fucking wiped off the planet, legally speaking, for this, I'll do it. Because at some point, somebody needs to be on somebody's head needs to be on a pike outside the castle. So the next motherfucker that thinks about doing it can stare at that head for a little while and think about if they want to do it too. I can't imagine, just from I'm trying to flip the script and go, I'm not coming after you, Chad. This would be, if I did this, I would be feeling dread right now. I would be going, holy fuck. At some point, the police are going to come talk to me now. At some point, the cops are going to come by and at least want to bug me for a little while. Maybe I won't go to jail or whatever, but this is not going away. Chad really thinks, this is going away. All right, bud. Chad's going to be the first head on a pike outside the fucking castle walls. Chad's fucking Vlad the Impaler ass corpse is going to be the first one on the road to the castle where people go, maybe we shouldn't go to the castle.
Joe Burrow, go fuck yourself.